I tweeted this out, guys. I said, my gosh, it may just be a clean sweep. I mean, he may just get the entire country. Already we knew that New York was in play. He was just 8 points behind. I can't wait to see that poll. He's taken every single swing state. I read you the numbers yesterday. And this, guys, was a poll that ended a day before the actual attack. Can you imagine what we're going to see next? It's going to be a clean sweep. This is my prediction. I mean, I don't think the country's ever seen anything quite like this. And so everybody on the left is getting nervous. I mean, they got a lousy candidate. They're fighting with each other about whether he stays or he goes. They're fighting with him about whether he stays or he goes. And then lo and behold, you got CNN's anchor giving a little bit of a dose of reality. The Democrats are really fearful that Trump will take it all. Watch.
The state of the race is on night 2 of the Republican convention. Donald Trump is leading in this race. Significantly, if you look deep into the polling, he has a chance to build on it. New numbers out today. More bad news for the president. Well, let's look through it, but let's start with the then. This is back in 2020 when Joe Biden won a pretty convincing win, 306 to 232. This is the map as it fills in. Remember the then when you look at the now, because the difference is striking. This is how our CNN political unit, led by David Chalian, projects the race right now. And right now, deep red, solid Republican. Light red, lean Republican. If this map played out, the election were today and the map played out like this, even if the toss-ups went blue, Donald Trump would win the election. Donald Trump would win the election. But the map is even more favorable to Donald Trump if you look through this. New polling today, it's a small lead, but Donald Trump is leading in Pennsylvania right now. Donald Trump is leading in Wisconsin right now. Donald Trump is leading in Arizona right now. And Donald Trump, most believe, is right now has the lead in Nebraska, too. Nebraska, like Maine, rewards electoral votes by congressional district. So look at the map right now. That gets Donald Trump to 303. And there's new polling today that shows the president's approval rating in these battleground states is below 40. The president's ballot number right now is below 40 in most of those states, and it's at 42 in Nevada. It's very hard in 16 weeks. We count the votes 16 weeks from tonight to turn that around. Plus, Democrats are now worried. They think, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but what they're saying is the president's going to have to spend more time and more resources on places like Virginia because it's competitive, on places like New Hampshire because it's competitive. You look at this map as it plays out, and there are Democrats making the case, and we have Wisconsin blue here. Let's move Wisconsin over here. There are Democrats making the case that Donald Trump is on a viable path as of today to get to 330 electoral votes, Wolf, or even higher, because they see other states in here. The Trump campaign says Minnesota. The Trump campaign says maybe New Mexico. Let's be cautious. Those are blue states traditionally, but the president's standing, his approval rating, his ballot number, people's views about how old he is, and people who view the state of the economy are very bad for the president right now. And so even if you just go back to where we start, Donald Trump is in command. The numbers are getting worse for the president, Wolf, and Donald Trump has an opportunity with this convention to build it even more.
Oh my gosh. And so now you understand what the ladies on The View are doing, what MSNBC is doing, and why you're seeing trucks like this lined up in Milwaukee. Seriously, this is what they're spending their money on. Take a look at this video. We get some B-roll of these trucks that are roaming the streets in Milwaukee that say dictator on day one. This is what they're spending their money on there at the Democrat headquarters, because they don't know what to do. And I think that this narrative, in light of everything, you know what? It's kind of come and gone. I don't think you can do that anymore, because America's looking at this and they're like, whoa. He had all those indictments, 91. They tried to put him in jail. They got the mugshot and everything down in Fulton County, Georgia, from that crazy woman, Fani Willis. They got another crazy woman up in New York City that goes after him on civil charges because he inflated the valuation of Mar-a-Lago. She thinks it's worth $18 million. I said I'd buy it for that. Thank you very much. $18 million. There's no way that it's only worth $18 million. I'm sorry. I mean, there's inflation for you. Thank Biden. So they try to get him on that, and they fine him nearly $500 million. Are you kidding me? I mean, it's like one thing after another, and then Jack Smith getting defeated there with the Mar-a-Lago case being thrown out. on the Monday after the assassination attempt. And then there, of course, is the assassination attempt. And I'm not suggesting, when we talk about they, you have to be very careful what that language is about, and that we have no idea what this motive was for this particular 20-year-old guy. But we got to be darn thankful that he wasn't as good a shot as he could have been, really and truly. I mean, so sad that one individual died, 2 critically wounded. I mean, this is rough stuff.